Hello my friends, today we're going to make a card using some new supplies I got from Stampin' Up's New Occasions Mini. We're going to use this stamp set called Clearly For You, and you can see this is a clear mount stamp rather than the wood mount stamp. So let's get started. One little tip is I got from a fellow demonstrator is to keep your rubber negative so that it actually holds all these little stamps in place rather than have them all loose in this case. So that's what I did here. So this is how Stampin' Up's clear mount stamps come. And I've already popped them out and put their label on them, and then now they're just ready to use. And when I'm done with them, I just pop them back here into the rubber. So we're going to make a background using these fun images here. And so I'm going to start with this flower. And how you get them on your block is just put them down, face down on your desk. Press firmly with your clear acrylic block just for about 3 to 5 seconds. And then now it's mounted. And now it's ready to stamp. So we're going to stamp this in a couple colors, I think. So I'm going to start with Daffodil Delight, which is a light yellow color. And I'm just going to stamp randomly since this is a background. And I'm just playing around with some color and just using these images for the first time. So then I'm going to peel that off and put it back. And now I'll get my next stamp. So I'm going to use next this little ladybug. Use the same block. Press firmly. And I think I'm going to do the ladybug in this Always Artichoke color. Press firmly, make sure he's on there. And I'm just going to stamp him randomly. And now I'm going to use this number 5. Oops, upside down, sorry. So press down firmly for about 3 seconds. And I'm going to stamp that in Crumb Cake. So, I'm just going to stamp that. Now to step it up a notch, I wanted to use another new product, which is the Smooch Spritz, which is just basically glitter in a spray. And this is actually the vanilla color. So you just have to shake it up real good and then just spray directly onto your image. And it works best if you have it in a box so you can lay your image flat. So I'm going to do that off camera real quick onto my little box so I don't get my glitter everywhere. Just a couple little sprays, as little or as much as you like. So I sprayed it a few times, so now it is wet, but I hope you can see the shimmer on that. So I'm going to set that aside and let that dry. So another element I wanted to use from the stamp set was this butterfly image. So I'm going to stamp that in black. I'm going to lightly color him in with my Peach Parfait marker, just so he has a little bit of color on him. Okay, and then I'm going to cut him out. I'm going to do my sentiment, and I'm going to stamp this For You sentiment. I'm going to punch that out with a circle. This is my 1 3/8 circle punch. Center it as best as I can. And then I'm going to punch out of this Peach Parfait my scallop circle. And then I'm just going to layer that sentiment right on top. now let me just assemble this all together. So I have a crumb cake card base, some designer paper from the Occasions Mini. It's the Gazette paper, and before I adhere that, I wanted to put a ribbon on it. So let me put my background on top of this green cardstock. It's really pretty with that shimmer on it. Okay, now I'm going to adhere that onto my designer paper. And then I wanted to put a ribbon around it, so that's why I didn't adhere it to my cardstock yet. So I have some Early Espresso 1/8 inch taffeta ribbon. So let me just... What I like to do is I just tape the ends to the back of my card. Just a little bit of Scotch tape. And then I trim the ribbon in the front, and then now I can tie it. Now I can adhere this to my card base. Okay, then of course, gotta use dimensionals. Here in the center, almost center, next to my ribbon. And now for my butterfly accent, I was thinking of putting it right about there. So I'm going to use a mini glue dot. Place it. And there we go. So I hope you enjoyed this card to see some of the new products I've gotten, and I'll see you next time. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.